So there's more to come from MTN. But Daniel, Ghanaians love their soap operas and also TV series. You know, from the days of local productions like Ultimate Paradise to Things We Do for Love and the foreign imports, The Bold and the Beautiful, Acapulco Bay, Sunset Beach, through to Kunkumbaja and Co. Now, the current Black Stars captaincy impasse is courting more attraction and could be perfect for a TV series if cast. In episode 3 of the series, Turkey-based Asamoah Gyan is yet to announce whether he will be making a return to the Black Stars after a telephone conversation with President Nana Addo 24 hours after announcing he was retiring from international football and recused himself from the Africa Cup of Nations. A statement on his Twitter page reads, and I quote, "Later today, my manager Samuel Enim will be speaking on my behalf regarding my retirement from the national team. I'll also release a statement based on the telephone discussion with the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo," unquote. Now, last night, the presidency confirmed there was a meeting between head coach Kwesi Appiah, the management team, and the president himself, and also Asamoah Gyan on the other side too, and both parties have reached a rapprochement. There is more in this following report.
There was a meeting at the Jubilee House, and Ijinahin, whose communications director at the presidency, confirmed on his Facebook wall around 8:30 p.m. last night. Those that were in the meeting were His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, were Sports Minister Isaac Isiama, the President of the GFA Normalization Committee Dr. Kofi Amoah, and the Chair of the Management Committee of the Black Stars Dr. KK Sapon. According to the statement from Mr. Ahin, the President spoke on the telephone with Asamoah Gyan and informed him of the considerable national disquiet over his decision to retire from the team, and that he was urging him in the national interest to rescind his decision to retire from the Black Stars and make himself available for selection by Coach Kwesi Appiah.
You know, that was Benedict Owusu with that report put out by Eugene Ahin on his page last night regarding the captaincy issue. Now, reactions have come in since Asamoah Gyan released a statement that he wanted to quit. Current coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Sika Akono, who once captained the Black Stars, believed Gyan has not been treated fairly.
The guy, Gyan, has been betrayed, disappointed, and so forth. But I think this could have been done, or we could have saved the situation. One, how the whole thing was communicated to him, and also the people around him, if they had, helped him in talking to him to calm him down, he wouldn't have written, he wouldn't have given a letter. If it has been done in a positive way in the sense that probably maybe one or two people, it's been sat him down and talk to him and advise him on this issue, because then he wouldn't write the letter. He would have accepted, move with the team, and not necessarily being the captain. You know, he could be part of the team without being the captain. Okay. Now, the fact that he came out with a letter, I felt somebody who's hurt, very emotional.
There's more on the Gyan issue. Also, football pundits have had their say on the matter. Let's hear from some of them.
Unfortunate decision coming at the wrong time. I didn't expect that to happen between Asamoah Gyan and his manager Kwesi Appiah, but I think that this is going to have a serious effect on the team during the tournament and beyond this tournament.
It's not a pleasant surprise. It's a surprise, but it's not a pleasant surprise. What has happened is rather unfortunate. We've not heard from the coach, like I told you, so it becomes very difficult to pass our comments. Nonetheless, whatever has happened doesn't benefit Asamoah Gyan. It doesn't benefit the coach. It doesn't benefit the country.
I read the thing carefully and I realized that it wasn't his own will. I mean, some forces or some circumstances compelled him to come out with that release. And it's just rather unfortunate because I believe that he's done a lot for the national team. And if he has to leave us, this is not the way he should go.
Asamoah Gyan still courting attention. Maybe Uncle Ego should put up this play for us, the Black Stars, ahead of the Nations Cup. If we win, then I think the series will be more sweeter to consume because then the pre-tournament stories and the tournament stories will be enough for a whole series on our television screen. But for now, we don't know when Kwesi Appiah will be announcing his provisional squad for the pre-tournament campaign in the UAE. Italy-based midfielder Efiri Akwa, who has got 2 Africa Cup of Nations appearances under his belt, has told Joy Sports he would be shocked if excluded from the squad.
I was a part of the team when we qualified. I play all the qualified games. I would say only the last game I didn't play. So I think yes, I would say yes, but everything depends about the coach.
If you are not named in the provisional team, would you be disappointed?
Well, I would say yes. I would be disappointed because that's what I was saying. I was a man of the team. We played and then we qualified. So I would say yes. If my name is not on the list, I will be disappointed because I'm not injured and then I'm playing. I'm still playing.
You heard Ifri Akwa there for you. Also, in some Nations Cup news there, Egypt have named their squad for the tournament. And Egypt's opponent in the group, that's Group A, DR Congo, announced that a 32-man team will be on a preliminary squad ahead of the naming of that final 23-man squad, and it includes Zamalek Noni Kabongo Kasongo, who is playing outside for Al Wahda. Also we have veteran midfielder Tresor Impotumabi, he plays for that's TP Mazembe in there, and Porto midfielder Chancel Bemba and Rai Vallecano winger Gianni Imbula have all been named in there. DR Congo won the title twice in 1968 and also in 1974. And still on Nations Cup news, also South Africa named their preliminary squad, and that was yesterday as well, and it included 2 players that have played for European teams at youth level, for Croatia and then for Switzerland as well. But coach Stuart Baxter decided to include the 2 players in their squad, and he's named a huge squad to prepare for the COSAFA Cup as well, and then the Nations Cup to come later this year. Today is exactly 30 days to the Africa Cup of Nations opening game involving Egypt, the host nation. Baba Tando has more in the AFCON Minute.
Football together. We are
making their 24th appearance at the 2019 Total African Cup of Nations, the highest ever in the history of the competition. They are followed by La Côte d'Ivoire, who have been there 23 times. Making the 3rd highest appearance at the AFCON is Ghana, who will be attending the Continental Showpiece for the 22nd time. The 3 countries have 13 trophies between them, with Egypt having won the AFCON for a record 7 times. Ghana have won it on 4 occasions, while La Côte d'Ivoire have lifted it twice. Follow the hashtag JoyAFCON on social media. Salam.
So there's more on AFCON to consume, and also the Nations Cup build-up. All the news coming your way, and the Black Stars also dominating with nice articles and features. Our website as well, you can get them, myjoyonline.com/sports. All the news on the Africa Cup of Nations there for you. And before we go, Arsenal are preparing to play against Chelsea in Baku, Azerbaijan for this season's Europa Cup final against Chelsea. Already Arsenal have been handed some bit of a blow with Henrik Mkhitaryan announcing he wouldn't be part of that final team because he fears for his life. There's tension between Armenia and Azerbaijan, a long-standing one over some disputes relating to territory, and so he's decided to avoid putting himself in trouble, so he's not traveling with the team. Unai Emery, manager of Arsenal, says this is a big blow.
It's bad news, but we cannot do anything for these issues. It's very, very personal, personal decision, and we need to respect him.
Unai Emery there, and the countdown is on to the Joy Sports Invitational Tournament this Saturday at Bema Camp. We've heard from the Banks, from Gassem and more, but now the prima donnas are talking. MTN talking big.
MTN, everywhere you go. MTN, be there for you. We actually have to pay a lot of millions of Ghana cedis to bring them down here. And even as I speak to you, we still have a couple of guys out there who will be joining us. Yes, right after. Oh, sure. We've actually loaned out some players to. Oh, yes, loan. 10 months loan. and it will be due right after the Champions League is done. We have one player playing for Tottenham in the finals on 1st of June. I won't tell you the name. Otherwise, other people map strategy against him. Yes, it's our little secret. There's another player who has been loaned out to Liverpool. He will also be coming. I told you we have 2 players outside there. But because of this tournament, which is happening on the 25th, we have to ask them to come down. So on Thursday at 9 a.m., we are meeting them at the airport. They are coming to join the team. Yes. So we've really invested a lot. Our team is like the United Nations team. This is not the word 11. This is Universe 11. That is how come we have Messi, Neymar, Ciro, Marcelos, and the likes. Name the Mbappes, the Mbappes. We have all of them. I don't know any other player who can play better than the team that have assembled here, or we have at MTN. I tell you. And apart from the football team, when it comes to the basketball team, we just go and ask those who have featured or had to engage us in any form of competition. We don't know playing, we don't know something like friendly or whatever. At any point in time, we take it seriously. Because everywhere we go, we dare for them. So we need to show them that we have arrived. We don't put all our eggs into one basket.
So MTN, the punchline is we have Mbappe and Mbappe all in our team. But MTN, this competition is only for, this is a CHAN tournament, only for local-based players. In your office, you can get a whole lot of nationals in there, but this one, only Ghana passport holders. This tournament is for only Ghana passport.
Please, don't be xenophobic. Don't be xenophobic, Redouan. Don't be xenophobic.
Yeah, but CHAN. This is CHAN.
Don't come and use my sports center to be xenophobic, I beg you. A lot of people are in there. A lot of wild guys are in there. Have you seen the MTN Liberia XCOM's Before I Let Go challenge?
Oh, no.
Hey, Uche Ofodile and her dancing skills. I'm telling you, it's actually
the guys are doing something nice. I saw one also. Great. I think Richard in Rwanda was doing something with the guys in Rwanda as well. Anyway, MTN, we are coming.
All right, and we will soon be releasing the match, the team details, the team sheets details for Team Multimedia. Don't worry.